What's up, everyone? Joe with ECRM here at our beauty sessions in Chicago, and with me is Osman Mithavayani from OK PureNaturals. And today we're going to talk about something that I know is important for really early stage brands who are starting to build their teams. It's when is it the right time to start adding new staff, and what kind of new staff? Which roles are important to fill first? So Osman, thanks a lot for joining us. And you guys started very small and you expanded. Now you're like 60 people. But can you share with your audience a little bit about how you started, how small the team was, and then what made you decide it was time to bring on that first person?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for the introduction. When we started, it was just mom, dad, and me. It was a team of three. And from day one, I guess whatever task we wanted to evolve away from is how we kind of decided to bring on a team member. But it was pretty much us three in day one.
So the three of you were handling everything.
Yeah.
And then eventually, there was one or a couple of tasks that you felt you could outsource to a new staff member, an outside. What was that one, the first one?
Exactly. It was a warehouse team member. So as a company, you have an office side, you have a sales side that's on the road, and then you have a warehouse side that's doing the work inside.
Gotcha. So this way you brought in someone to start managing the warehouse stuff, and you guys could have that off your plate and really focus more on some of the other tasks.
Yes.
Gotcha. So, and then as you expanded into, right now they have 60 people, right? Like around that?
Closer to 80 as a team.
Oh, closer to 80. Okay. And that's over the past how many years?
We're in year 14 now. We're going to start year 14.
Gotcha. Okay. And they've been to 84 sessions so far.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right? So, all right. So then as you started growing more and more, what kind of roles did you bring on? And what determined that?
Yeah, well, as the company evolved, certain tasks took a lot of time for us within our team. So we kept, knocking them out. So warehouse was a big part of that. We had to make sure we had team members distributing, selling the product. As far as on the road, we needed sales team members, people to help sell the products, go market to market. We needed design team. As we develop product, we needed a team members to create design, create new marketing. Also the laboratory team, lead chemists will be able to develop research, analyze product. So team members throughout our company, especially as a manufacturing company who designs and sells our own product, we have a wide team in different departments.
And then as you expanded, had more resources, more money to be able to hire people, it seems that you've gotten the roles that you would bring in would get more and more specialized. Like maybe they're a little general, they can handle a couple of tasks, and then as you get bigger, they got a little more focused in their roles.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, you said it right on. That's kind of what's happened. And every once in a while, we go back to that point where that one team member wearing multiple hats, and then we'll divide that down again. So it's a reoccurring effect in the business.
Gotcha. Okay, so they kind of grew out of the role. So let's say I'm handling marketing and another role, and then eventually there's just too much of both going on, so then you divide that into two people so we can focus.
Yes, definitely dividing it up or adding team members and continuing that process. But definitely there's only so much that you could do as a team member, and you want to make sure you're effective, you're on time, and you're doing your full job, to have potential.
You don't want anybody to burn out either.
It happens at times. Yeah,
yes.
Definitely.
Okay, so now the next role, right? So now you're big. You're big enough where you can start having multiple levels, right? People getting promoted into managerial positions in between, or what qualities do you look for in your team members for future growth within the company?
Yeah, well, definitely. We're always looking at everybody's performance, and performance means your dedication. Are you available? Are you reliable? Are you effective? All of these are factors. We love to see team members take leadership roles. A lot of our team members come in and they are great at what they do, but they also have vision. We love to hear about that vision. As a team, we're very dynamic. But one thing is for sure, communicating within each other is key. So as we see a team member who's able to communicate, able to relay messages, is reliable, on time, those are typically team members who themselves have created these new roles or higher positions for themselves within the company.
Gotcha. So in the beginning, when obviously the founders, it's 24/7, 365. Did you expect like the new hires at the very beginning to have that same kind of, they got to be there all the time, almost like mini founders?
Well, I guess every company takes their own path. In our path, it was team members. We didn't expect the same from them. They were never required to do this type of a role. However, in certain positions within the company, there is some sort of there is an evolution of your role. So on the sales side, there's a lot of ownership that comes to par or becomes a part of your daily job, because once you get a sales call, regardless of what time or an email, you want to respond promptly. So that hours shift, and so we've seen a lot of that. So the team members who have shown more initiative, who have gone above and beyond, definitely that's how we've been able to grow. They created managers, we created supervisors above that. So as a company, we've evolved from day one.
Very cool. Very cool. What is the toughest part of kind of growing and managing the team?
Well, the toughest part has changed over the years. The tough part one year was definitely fixing our logistics side. I feel we've done a great job there. Another year has been fixing our manufacturing side. We've done there. But the one thing I would say, it's not the toughest, but it's the daily battle. You always want to keep selling. As a company and brand, you want to make sure your products are selling. They're at the top of the mind of the consumer, the retailers, the buyers. You want to make sure that you're up and out there promoting and pushing that brand daily, because there's a lot of new brands. Regardless of how the market is going, there's always going to be an entrepreneur or a new development or new collections that you will be up against and you'll be competing with.
Okay, gotcha. And last question is, as your team grows, right, the founders kind of, now you have levels under you. How do you stay engaged with everybody throughout the organization? It's got, the bigger you get, the tougher it is to have like regular contact throughout the staff. How do you engage them on a regular basis?
Definitely. I mean, regardless of how big you get, it doesn't mean you're dealing with every single individual team member to the same extent. And that's how the levels of managers, supervisors, leaders in their departments have come about. But definitely we as a company, our core team members, we have daily video live calls that anybody at any moment can jump on. And all of our key roles are there, key team members. Sometimes we're away for shows, but that communication never fails because there's a lot of processes that have been put in place. There's a lot of different factors that we've encountered in the past that have led us and brought us to today's date where we could troubleshoot situations without certain team members. We could have processes to what's needs to be fixed or improved on. And that sort of system has put us where we are.
Gotcha. So that communication is there. That it sounds like your door is kind of open, when people need to get to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. I love seeing you as you evolve over the years. Over the past 10 years I've been here, I've seen you grow and expand into new items. Now you're launching the Vianney fragrances, which is pretty cool. Why don't you tell them a little bit about that before we wrap it up?
Well, definitely. Vianney fragrances were family owned, so it was pushed by my father. He was definitely focused on bringing more premium products to the retail chains or retail boutiques and specialty shops. And what we've been good at is bringing mass consumer products on the beauty care side. What we wanted to bring was a very premium eau de parfum on the higher level extent, and we've done a great job. The team's done a great job with the packaging, with the designing, the bottle weight, the cap weight, the displays, the kits. They're very nice, effective. They have very heavy weight, the premium. Our logos are embossed on the caps. We have premium text. Very nice feel. Even some of the women's collections, as you see here, some nice graphics, nice arts, the logo. And even as you bring it off, you see very nice head spray. Very light, smells great, long lasting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, again, congratulations on all the successes you've had. And thanks. This is going to be very, very beneficial for the early stage brands. So thanks again.
Appreciate it. Always, Joe.